So again, I'm explaining you that programming is a process of taking an algorithm and encoding it into a notation. A programming into a notation into a programming language, so that the execution of the execution by the computers will be very easy. And although many programming language and many different types of computer exist, the important first step is need to have a solution. And how you will have a solution? By using an algorithm process to find out the problem and give it out the solution. And most probably without algorithm, the process will not be, the programming thing will not be happen for a big level of projects. If it is a low level of project, then we will no need to of an algorithm, we will directly go for a programming concept. But if you are going with the application creation or a website creation or a web development, then the algorithm must be playing a major role over there. So without algorithm, there will be no programs. For this programming language, the computer language has been categorized into 3 types. So one is low level, middle level, and high level languages. So low level languages, which consist of machine language, it will take an input like as zeros and ones, that is binary, and it will produce an output as zeros and ones. Then the converter will be there. So it will create an instruction by using ones and zeros. So that is a binary language that was mentioned there. And middle level languages, so that is an assembly language. So assembly language consists of an instruction to a computer, which each and individual line, what is the real process happening, the instruction will be there. It will be given to the computers also. So what is the real thing happening in the particular lines. So that's why I mentioned the example there. So add x comma y is an example, and in that case the addition function will be considered there. So it will add x value and y value. So this is an assembler language. And third one, which will consist of an high level languages. So whatever the programming language that you are using or you are going to use, that is known as an high level language. In your part, in the after first unit, you won't consider about the machine language or assembler language. You will directly go to the high level language. Once you are going in a programming part, only the high level language will be used over there. And that high level language, which will have the statement functions and looping statements and all. So that is known as a high level language. So whatever the program oriented part, that is called as a high level language. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we have discussed some of the example in connection to that example. I will move this slide, that is algorithm as a problem solving. So we all know that algorithm is a sequence of steps, so step-by-step process, and you can easily identify when the problem will be executed and how the problem will become and how we want to give a solution. So this is the basic thing of an algorithm. Now I go with the example and I will give you an input. So yes, you can see this is the program and algorithm for finding out the given number is even or odd, right? Yes, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I will, what is the second step? That is read the value of n. So the thing, user want to give the n value, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if I am a user and I will give you the n value as 2.5, I am giving the n value. If I am giving the n value 2 and you will give me the answer that the number is even, and if I am giving the value as 3, you will give the answer the number is odd. And suppose I am giving the n value as 2.5, what will happen there?
Output will not occur, sir.
Output
Will not happen.
So output will not have, for this kind of problem you have already analysis in this. So this is one kind of problem that the decimal value will not give you the corresponding result. So this problem you want to analyze, and based upon that problem you want to rearrange the algorithm also. So if I am giving 2.5, if the decimal value has occurred, then user want to give a notification that the decimal value will not be accepted. Fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes. If suppose the user is giving 2.5 and you can declare the n value as an integer number, then the program will automatically take that value as 2. It will execute the remaining part. So these are the problem solving solutions in the solution way in an algorithm. Likewise, based upon your program or algorithm, you want to find out where the problem will be raised and how the problem want to be solved. So these are the steps that was mentioned here. So first thing, you want to understand the problem. If you are after understanding, if you are not satisfied with your algorithm, it was not giving any accurate result, then we will move to the new algorithm and you want to develop a new algorithm according to the problem that you are identified. So this is an understanding of a particular problem and assign the capability of the computational device. And while writing the algorithm, you want to find out whether the compact device has been used for your project. So I will give you an example over here. And if your project is a high level project and they need a minimum capability of running installing those Python software is 1 GB or 2 GB of RAM is a minimum requirement and 2 GB of storage is a minimum requirement. Just you consider that. And if suppose after you are writing an algorithm, you want to find out the system specification who the developer have been working out, and you want to clarify that the system is in a condition to take those projects. If the system is not in the device is not in a required state, then you want to rearrange those algorithms according to the system you are having in your hand. Fine. So no messages were coming. Yes. So this is we need to know the capability of computing device, what the device you are having and how the device will work according to this project, to developing this project. So for this, the second statement has been used. And third statement, so I have mentioned that possible legal inputs. You want to try all the possible legal inputs, whatever you have mentioned in the project. From the example I'm going, so I am giving with the read the value of n, and you want to check all the input in the minus. If you are giving a minus value, that is minus 2.5, what the output will be there, and if you are giving minus integer 2.5, what the output will be there, and if you are giving 0, what the output will be there. So this kind of possible legal input you want to substitute in the algorithm, and you want to find out the problem and you want to give the solution also. So this is an extract of approximate solution. This is the third point. And now coming to the fourth point, decide on appropriate data structures. So data structure that I was mentioned in the previous slide, that if you are giving integer as your value, you all know about the integer, float, double values and all, right? You have studied in mathematics.
Yes, sir.
Yes. If anyone don't know, then give me a message in a chat box. Then I will explain that and I will move off. Okay. So this is the data types. So what are the data types? Is integer. Basic data type will be integer, float and double. So if you are representing this, I'll move those examples also. So if you are giving read the value of n, read the value of n integer, if you are mentioned there, then the program will automatically take the integer part. That is, if you are giving 2.5 and the program will take only 2, 0.5 it won't consider there. So first you want to represent the integer, the data type we want to represent, and the data structure we want to represent. So data structure we will discuss in the upcoming class. So this is the data type, basic data type I have mentioned that. What data you want to get there. And if you are giving in the same example, if you are giving read the value of n is decimal, then you are giving the input as 2, then it will automatically take as 2.0. So if you are not giving a decimal number or without giving the decimal number, it will execute the integer part. Once you are giving 2.5, then it automatically take 2.5 and it will give you the error that the decimal point will not occur. So based upon your algorithm writing, it will differ the outputs. And fourth one, it will be design and specification of an algorithm. So algorithm designing techniques, it will become easier for you to develop new and useful algorithm. And dynamic programming is one such technique. Some of the techniques are especially used in field other than computer science, such as operational research and electrical engineering. So you all heard about the statistics, right?
Yes, sir. Statistics.
Can you give me one of the example, real-time example of a statistics? You can
Stock
give
markets,
me,
sir.
yes?
Stock markets.
Share markets, right? Can you give me some of the example real-time? So for this, for the kind of statistics you are in a home and you are not coming to the colleges. Why you are in a home right now? You just think of it, and you are not supposed to come to the college for because of those statistics.
Due to pandemic, sir.
Yes. So how you will analyze the pandemic and how the news readers and the news channels are getting those statistics there?
By news.
By collecting some of the data, and they will put into the statistics, and they will inform you that uh, above 50 age of peoples want to be very careful in the pandemic situation, right? So that's why they are giving, because they are collecting 100 number of data, and they will analyze that in 160% of the peoples were affected by COVID, and the 60% of the people age was above 60 plus or 50 plus. They will show you the statistics about that. You have heard about that in the news also, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So in this kind of statistics and operational research and electrical engineering part, that is AND gate, OR gate or NOT gate, you have heard about that and you have used in the 12th standard also, correct?
Yes, sir. In physics.
Yes, in physics you have used that. So what is the function of AND gate if one get wrong and another one get executed? Something like that. I don't know about that. And some of the electrical components also were used, and that kind of designing process has to be mentioned earlier itself in your algorithm. So first you want to clear cut about your project and what are the techniques that you are going to use there, whether you are applying any electronic device over there, or else you are doing any statistics work in your project, then you want to mention all those things in algorithm design itself. Fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now coming to the method of specifying an algorithm. So this was discussed in the previous last two classes. So this is your first topic that you are coming in the syllabus. So these are the two types of method of specifying the algorithm. That is, you can write in your natural language or a pseudocode and the flowchart. So these are the thing. And the pseudocode is a mixture of natural language and a programming language they construct. And I already informed that some of the keywords want to be used in a pseudocode. So it will be a mixture of these natural language and the programming language. And the flowchart is a method of expressing an algorithm by collecting of connected geometric shapes. So where we want to connect, in the previous class I am explained one flowchart in an iteration process, that is to find out the factorial numbers. And in that flowchart, once the part has been executed or terminated, automatically it will go to the another part. So that the flow has been mentioned in the flowchart. So you will have a clear idea about that once the program when this particular statement has been terminated, what the process has to be continued in the next step. So you will have a clear idea about in the flowchart, right? And the seventh one is proving algorithm correctness, and eighth one it will consist of analyzing algorithm. So once algorithm is developed, it is necessary to show that it computers answer for all possible legal inputs. So this is a proving of correctness. Once your input and all the possible list of inputs you are giving, and it will produce the required output, then the algorithm will be correct, and we will move to the next step. And we refer to this process of algorithm validation. The process of validation is to assure us that this algorithm will work correctly, independent of issues, conquering programming language, it will be written in. So this is the step. We will move to the programming part. That the thing, all the legal inputs have checked and approx the expected output has come with all the legal inputs. Then the algorithm part has been okay, and we will move to the programming part. So now analyzing the algorithm. So as an algorithm is executed, it uses the computer, that is central processing unit, to perform operation, and its memory to hold the program and data that we discussed in the previous second point also. So the thing, whether your system has been capable of doing those programs, and another result is that it allow you to predict whether the software will meet any efficiency constraint, then exit. So this is the last part. If the algorithm has been written over there and your system is not efficiency to run those projects, then we want to exit those algorithm and we want to rewrite the algorithm according to the user needs. Fine. Is there any doubts? These 8 points.
No.
If you are having any doubts, you just command me. Yes. So I'm explaining this one again. If the problem has been raised, understanding the problem, if the problem has been raised, if you are not giving those solution, then you want to write a new algorithm. And second point, you want to check whether the developing system is capable of doing those projects by the memory size or architecture speed, somewhat, whatever you are mentioned in your project, that you are having a proper system to execute this project. And third one is want to check out all the legal inputs, and we want to produce the outputs. And fourth one, we want to include or include or describe the data type wherever you want, and what data types you needed. You want to describe the data types as earlier in the algorithm stage itself. And fifth one is consist of algorithm designing techniques. So you want to know what are the techniques that was involved in those projects. If you are going with the statistics, you want to do the statistics works in the algorithm. And if you are going for an electrical oriented thing, then you want to describe those electrical oriented things in your algorithm. And fifth one, it will be a method of specification of an algorithm. We discussed that is a natural language, pseudocode, and flowchart. The pseudocode is a mixture of the natural language and the programming language. It will consist of some of the keywords also, and flowchart, which is used for the connecting of shapes and connecting of process. So for this purpose the algorithm has been used. And proving algorithm correctness. And final stage, again you want to check it out that all the possible way of input, and you are getting the legal outputs also. And last one, it will be analyzing the algorithm based upon your system requirements. And if you are okay with those requirements, then you can go with your programming languages. So these are the things that most probably the company will look after for creating an algorithm before going into your programming languages. Clear?
Sir, some are waiting in lobby, sir.
Not getting inside. Yes, one of them are waited, and I have given this. So I have mentioned that. So this is ask them. So those who are waiting there, just give me a text in a WhatsApp. Yes, a lot of them were there. So kindly join before 10, before the session start. That will be very useful to you. So don't be waiting, or else. So have you clear about this? Yes. If yes, I will move to the next step. And now coming to the algorithm development process. Okay, so this is one of the five types of development stage were there in an algorithm. So we will look after one by one. That is, obtain a description of the problem. So you just imagine that if I am a developing part, if I am in a developing part and you are in a client side, and you are giving me some of the project, some of the you want to create some of the application for your business, and you are giving a project to me. And first step, some of them are coming with it. So first step, what we will do and what we will ask to me. So you just imagine that you are a client and you need of one of an application to run your business, and you are approaching me, and what will be the first stage of interaction with me? Yes? No one. So you are not in the... So whether the class is getting bored or not? Yes?
No, sir.
No. So then I need...
It's fine, sir. Nice.
Yes, I need. Then I need those answers from you to make it as an interactive session. So I am telling that if you are giving your real-time example, it won't forget for you. So that's why I am forcing you people to speak it out. So if I am telling any of the example, then you will forget those things. If you are from your side, if you are interacting with me, and most probably the thing will not be forgotten. Okay, okay, I will tell you that if the client will come with their own ideas, right? If you want to make an application, then you will have your own idea how to create an application or how to create a website. So in that case, in that idea, we want to find out the solution of the problem. We want to find out the problem, and we want to find out the solution of the problem. And after getting the solution, you try to solve the problem. And if the problem has been solved, and we want to give the client as a what to say, then you want to agree the process of the client. And if you are not getting the solution, then you want to redesign the client ideas, and you want to give the input to the clients, and you want to finalize the project, and the client want to be satisfied with those ideas whatever you are giving as an input. So this is the first step, that is obtaining a description of the problem. Whatever the problem you are getting, you want to find out the description of that. And second one, after getting those description, and we want to find out the description and the problems, and we want to analyze the problem, where the problem will be happen and how the problem will be happen, and what are the rules for finding out the problems, and what is the relationship among the data. If you are collecting data in your project, and you want to find out the relationships, and this part you will be getting clear in the programming part. So just listen to that, what are the steps that are processes available in an algorithm. And third one is developing a high level algorithm. Once the low level algorithm, means the basic thing you will return in a low level algorithm, and high level algorithm, which consists of some of the coding parts also that will included over there. So some of the coding parts, in the sense, I will give you an example. So in the previous class, we have find out some of the problems over there. So a plus b plus c, sum is equal to a plus b plus c. So these are the some of the mathematical oriented thing that was discussed in the algorithm itself. So that means that will considered as an high level algorithm. And so some of the things which we are using in your algorithm, it will consist of high level language. So oftenly they were not using the low level languages. All the projects will come under the high level languages. When you are going to execute some of the algorithm part, it will also come under the high level language. And refining the algorithm by adding more details. So refine, I have mentioned that in the example 2. So we already written those algorithm as read the value of n. And if you want to go to refine those algorithm, what we will do that, read the value of n integer you want to mention that. So it will consist of an integer value. So these are the some of the changes you need to require to do in those algorithm. We can do that. So that is the refine algorithm by adding more details. And finally, we will give you the review of an algorithm. So review by the algorithm in the sense, if you are reviewing the algorithm with the client side as well as the developer side, who is going to develop the project, we want to review those algorithms with the developer side also. And who is going to buy your project, we want to review those algorithms in the client side also. So these are the development process that was most probably used in algorithm development techniques. And so as of now, this is the stages that was mentioned in your textbook. So a lot of stages were there, but these 5 stages are especially mentioned in your textbook, and this question is frequently asked in a 2-mark question in your university papers. If this question has been asked in your 2-mark, you just write, you just write those 5 headings and you can explain what is development process. If suppose it is asking in your 8-mark question, and you just elaborate each and individual concept. Fine. About the theme of the app, Purnishan. Yes, fine, Purnishan. So really, what you will discuss in your developer side, the theme. If you are creating any social media link applications over there, and you will most probably discuss about the user-friendly concept. And if you are going social media or online shopping like that, you are going to apply this, and you will definitely think about the user-friendly concept. So how the user can easily use your sites and use your application. Some of the congested sites were there, and some of the congested applications were there, who the user will get irritated over there. I will give you an example. If you are going to some of the sites, the advertisement will be coming over here and there, right? What it means? It means that the algorithm and program will not has been structured. They are giving an advertisement, and that sites will not be user friendly for anyone. So if suppose there is no user friendly concept in your algorithm or a project, then definitely the user will not enter into the project, and the user will not use your project. So this is the process. So the first thing you will discuss about this, and in that you can make an analysis and develop the high level languages, high level algorithm, and refining your algorithm and reviewing your algorithm, the final part. So these are the algorithm development techniques. So if you are having any doubts, give me a text in a text box. Before that, I will share you one of the links in chat box. So this is an online Python code editor. So you no need to get panic about this. You just save this link in your WhatsApp or in your browser. And in the upcoming process, I will give you the code of each and individual thing, and you can execute the code by going to this website. And I will I'll show you. Whether the screen is visible? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so whatever the link I have shared with you, so this is the page link I have shared with you. And before that, we have already done the find out the average of 5 numbers, right? We have done the problem in the class, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I will give you the code to find out the average of 5 number. You don't again telling that you don't get panic about this codes whatever I am giving. So you can able to see the codes, right?
So, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir, appearing, sir.
Yes, you kindly make your mobile in your landscape position, and you can zoom the screen also. And I have mentioned that I have mentioned on 4-line codes for finding out the sum of 5 numbers. Clear? And this is the code, and I will explain you. And this here the run option will be there. Once you type the code and you can click the run option, and here the output will be produced. The right hand side, the output will be produced. Can you see the output value as 15?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is an online compiler of Python. So currently you can go with those online compiler. Whatever program I am giving to you, I will send you the program documents also, and you can give the various input to those programs. Suppose if I am giving 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in this program, you can mention as 21, 20, 22, 23, 24, and 25. So you can give this input as what you like, and you can just click the run command, and it will produce the output of sum of 5 numbers. It is 115. So what the thing is really happening, whatever you have mentioned in your flowchart or an algorithm to find out the sum of 5 numbers, that was mentioned there with some of the keywords has been inserted in this. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is the online compiler. You just save those things, and you take a snapshot of this code, and you can type the code, and you can give a different types of input, and you can practice that. And we will discuss the programming concept in the second unit only. We are going with the programming concept. Till that, I will give you some small example codings, and you just practice that in the online compiler editor. Clear? Yes.
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 Yes, sir.
Okay. So now coming to this part, I hope the screen is visible. Yes. So now coming to this part, you take this as an assignment number 1. You want to write the algorithm, flowchart, and pseudocode for these 3 questions, and factorial of a given number that we have already discussed, but I need to write those algorithm and pseudocode in different way. So kindly take it out that and find the area of circumference of a circle. Formula is there, and find the given year, leap year or not. Most probably the mod function will be used here. If you are using mod 4 is equal to 0, then it will be a leap year. If not equal to 0, then it will not be a leap year. So this is the condition. So first one is a sequence process, second one is the selection, and third one is the iteration process. So third one we have already discussed that, but I need some of the code changes from whatever we have discussed. Code and algorithm and pseudocode want to be changed according to your input. Fine?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So note it down this, and if you want to write in a single A4, one side of your A4 sheet, I need that algorithm, pseudocode, and flowchart of the first problem, and second page same thing, and third page. So 3 pages will be there. Make it as a PDF, and I will post you the assignment topics in Google Classroom. You just make it as a PDF and give your file name as your name and post in your Google Classroom.
Sir, Google Classroom code, sir.
You are not in a Google Classroom.
Yes, sir.
So wait a minute, I will share you the Google Classroom codes also. I will share the Google Classroom codes there. You just click the link and you can join in a Google Classroom. So this is your first class. Who is talking here? So as of now, if you having any queries, so this as of now only we have, so I will go with those unit topics also. So in the first unit, we have completed the algorithm building blocks of an algorithm. In that building blocks, we want to discuss about the function statements, and that I will discuss in the upcoming class, and notation of an algorithm, and algorithm as a problem solving, and strategy of developing an algorithm. And we having only 4 problems, that is 4 example problem were left in those first unit. So by that 4 problem, the function statement will be considered in those 4 problems also, and that time I will explain you the function statement. So the first one, to find out the minimum in a list, and second one, insert a list. We want to insert some value in the particular list, and third one, guess an integer number in a range, and fourth one, tower of Hanoi. So these are the 4 problems we are going to discuss in the upcoming classes. So I'll give you a 3 to 4 minutes time before ending this session. And in case of any queries in the previous class or in this class, kindly comment me in the comment box, or you can unmute yourself and you can ask the questions. So I'm clear with those concepts, whatever we have discussed in this class and the previous class, you can give your attendance in the chat box and you can move off right now. The attendance in the sense, you can just type your name, no need to present and all, just type your name, that's enough. Those who are having doubt, just kindly stay back and ask your queries.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Only the attendance part has been coming in a minute. Apart from that, no questions were rising over here. So I am giving to mark the attendance, then within a second I am getting 15 to 20 response.
You were saying that
Yes, Vishnu Bharati, I am not clear about you. I am not. Purnisha.
To send the sir.
Vishnu Bharati, I am not
Link.
getting clear audio about you from your side. Vishnu Bharati, I am not getting clear audio about your side. Some of noise were there. Purnisha is there or left off?
Sir, the link in WhatsApp.
What those link? Previous classes videos, right?
Sir, link.
What link, Vishnu?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that I have shared in a Google Classroom. Kindly check it out in a Google Classroom.
Sir, previous class link, sir. எனக்கு ஒன்னும் புரியலைங்க sir, biology student அதனால.
Okay, you just make a call to me, Vishnu, in a mobile.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
After 10 minutes, you can call me.
Okay. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Yes.
Purnisha is there.
Sir.
Yes, Nikita.
Sir.
Yes, Nikita.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I can hear you.
Sir, I'm unable to send my present, sir.
You just.
Sir, I'm unable to send my attendance, sir.
So you can type in the chat box. That's enough.
The screen is gone, sir. Yeah.
Okay, I will kindly note it out. I will note it out. Note it out. Leave it.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Purnisha, and the textbook I will refer you. And before going with the textbook, I will refer you some of my notes also. So that will be very useful to you. If you are going with those textbook, definitely some of the peoples will get confused, and it will be very hard to take those textbooks in the first semester itself. So along with those textbook, and I will preparing some of the notes, that is a common notes, and based upon the university question papers. And can you give me some more time? So I will share with you all.
Sir,
Yes, Subharanjini, Ranjita.
sir, yesterday I sent it that you told me, sir, screenshot.
Yes, I have looked into that, and but I can't able to reply to you. Sorry. And the thing, you don't need to go with those softwares as earlier part itself. You just hold off that software, and you can try the online editor. That will be more comfortable for you.
Okay, sir.
So after completion of second and third unit, then I will refer some of the software to install in your system, and that time you can install that, and it will be very user friendly also. So now you will just go with the online code editor. That's enough.
Okay, sir.
And you are from CBSE?
No, sir.
Okay. Can you send me this whatever you have studied in 12th standard? If you are having any copy over there, you just send me the copy.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you. So those who are having doubts, just stay back and ask your doubts, and if you are clear with those concepts, you can leave off and you can attend the next session. Vigneshwaran, Vivek Solomon always in the last stage, and Sri Vignesh has left off. Have you given the attendance? I don't know. Nikita went off. Vigneshwaran and Vivek Solomon. Yes. All are left. Thank you for this. Sir, good morning, sir. வாங்க. இப்பதான் வரீங்களா?